No one is going to show you how to act or how to behave on camera.
Where did you learn how to do that?
I read the instructions.
You see all this shit on my face. It's just Hollywood said. You gotta be handsome, man, like. So they made me pretty. But I'm even uglier, that's what it's all about.
Right now, we're learning how to make green berets for breakfast, what to do if you bought business class and you're flying with some dogs, how to jump off a plane with an optical printer, what Avatar and Commando have in common, and where Matrix lets Sally go. I love revisiting good old action films, especially with Schwarzenegger. It all started with the first Terminator in '88. In the then Soviet Union, no one knew anything about such cinema.
Congratulations.
You have a lot of fans out there.
Well, they're all here because of you.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I said congratulations because the last time we saw you, what was it, about a year ago?
It was a year ago.
Yeah, you had done a couple of films.
That's right. I was here for the promotion of Terminator.
Oh, you're here just before that came out.
Exactly,
and since then, look at the incredible transformation. I mean, now you're a major star in this country, aren't you?
Oh, thank you.
Commando came to me in '89, in the original, without translation, transcribed from some American video rental. At that time I didn't understand a damn thing in English except yes and no. And there wasn't much to understand.
Fuck you. You scared, motherfucker? Well, you should be. You fucking whore.
A little later, someone traded a video cassette with Russian translation by Andrey Gavrilov, and the film shown with new colors.
I thought and still think that Russian Matt is much stronger in terms of expression than English profanity, all the more so because it is not quite abnormal. Therefore, it seems wrong to me to translate Russian Matt as dictionaries teach, i.e. word for word.
Rumors that Arnold performed the stunts himself are greatly exaggerated. No one would put the newly minted Hollywood star in danger. True, Schwarzenegger still had to ride on the chassis for close-ups, but not on the aircraft, but on a special clever design, which is dragged by a truck tractor. In all other shots Arnold is duplicated by stuntman Joel Kramer, who actually told us the secret of this trick. The plane accelerates to 200 kilometers per hour, the pilot raises the nose at 35 degrees, thus creating the illusion of takeoff, and after 30 seconds lowers it back. Arnie pretends to release the landing gear and we see the flying dummy. Someone claimed that the plastic dummy fell badly, behaved unpredictably, and generally looked ridiculous. And since the mannequin is not capable of professional grouping, it was replaced by a humanoid robot. It's a very, very strange robot. I think these 16 frames were eventually made on an optical printer. In those days, editors often dabbled in this technology. In fact, a simple superimposition of frames on each other, flying aircraft and falling man. Look at this outrage, it's not even a doll, but just some UFO. In the finale Joel Kramer jumps from a small height into the reeds, turns around, and voila, Arnie is with us again. Step up, step up. He got his trousers a little wet, but it's okay, he'll dry them off while he's running. While Enrique is resting, Matrix pursues Sally in the huge shopping mall, Sherman Oaks Gallery. This mall has been featured in such films as Inner Space, Back to the Future, Terminator 2, Judgment Day and a dozen others. Arnie handled the phone box himself, especially as it was specially made of balsa, a lightweight cork wood, but the jump was performed by an aerial gymnast and stuntman, Bob Yerkes. Grabbing the cable with both hands, he flew about 100 meters and landed directly on the roof of the lift. Everywhere stuntmen were running and jumping for Arnold. What to say, if even in a banal scene with a gun shop behind the wheel of the International Harvester sits Joel Kramer.
We want to take a look at a few minutes of Commando.
Great, yeah, let's see. Yes. Right.
Not a few minutes, a few seconds.
You said no, let's play it a few minutes.
No, we're only a couple of seconds.
Listen, we want to
is this a violent film?
Well, it is an action-packed film.
Action.
You know, it has some violence in there.
All right, do you need to explain anything here, or is it just all gunfire?
Well, I'm just trying to. One thing is important here is that the people know about the scene. I'm trying to tell a man that has double-crossed me that I lied.
Okay.
To him. Right. So please, let's do that.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, a scene from Commando.
But it is not the most important thing in your life right now. But what is important is gravity. I have to remind you, Sully.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last?
That's right, Major. You did.
I lied.
What'd you do with Sully?
I let him go.
You let him go.
Yes.
Yeah, this looks like it's a lot of fun.
I tell you, the movie was a lot of fun to make. It's a lot of fun to watch, and I'm very happy that it is the second week in a row #1 in the box office.
Is that right?
So I think it's really one of those popular movies: action, adventure, fun, good acting in it, simply because of me, you know. And so it's gonna go through the roof. You know?
Those steroids, by the way, apparently don't affect your ego, do they?
It helps.
Director Mark Lester really wanted Schwarzenegger himself to hold David Patrick Kelly, one left, over the precipice, but Arnie objected to him. Are you crazy? I'm strong, but I can't take it for long, and besides, it's very dangerous. They shot a few takes. In the frame got a steel cable, on which David dangles, but the scene turned out to be very funny. Matrix lets the poor guy off a cliff into the grounds of Griffith Park in Los Angeles. This is a very huge park, I would say even a whole reserve of a fantastic 1,700 hectares. Griffith Park is a very popular locale in film production. 346 days a year some film is shot here. You can relax in the park, enjoy the most beautiful views from the observation decks. Reflecting on the southern slope of Mount Lee Hill and the 9 iconic letters, or entertain yourself with a trip to the amphitheater, observatory, planetarium, golf club and rides. So if you wake up in LA tomorrow, be sure to check out Griffith Park. What I also remembered about Commando was the music. The powerful battle soundtrack by the brilliant master, James Horner, is simply impossible to forget. Horner's music always plays along with the action. With it you are even more immersed in what is happening and experience a bouquet of vivid emotions. A talented composer and master of his craft, James Horner has written music for more than 100 films, including Aliens, Titanic, Apollo 13, Braveheart, Mind Games, the new Spider-Man and Avatar. Whether it's action films or cartoons, dramas or comedies, you can feel the inimitable handwriting of the musical genius everywhere. Sadly, James is no longer with us, but his magical musical plays will forever remain in the masterpieces of world cinema and will live forever. Commando is a spectacular and dynamic action film, a classic of the genre. I don't care that the log is cardboard, in the sense that it is not real, but made of cork wood, and is hollow inside. It's like they were born for each other, Schwarzenegger for the log, and the log for Schwarzenegger. It's so epic, it's breathtaking, and it's like that for the whole hour and a half. No snot, just action, action, action and more action, damn it, and here is the very gaff. Matrix falls into the reeds, the landing gear is retracted, and when in 15 seconds John looks after the flying liner, the landing gear is released again. By the way, bloopers here at every turn, but they did not prevent Commando to collect almost $58 million, and this with a budget of only 10. Schwarzenegger for the role of Matrix received $1.5 million Green Presidents. And then it went on and on. Predator, Terminator 2. Like it if you respect Schwarzenegger. Bye, guys, I'm gonna go over there.